What's good, Greatness Gang? Welcome back to another. Is this a reaction? I guess it kind of is. Welcome back to another reaction, and today I have a very special reaction from another YouTuber by the name of Jack Reacts, and the video is titled "The End of This Channel, No More Reactions." So I recently came across this video, and I briefly skimmed through it to see what it was going to be about, and I was like, hey, this is a very interesting topic, and it's becoming a reoccurring topic in the reaction community because quite a few reactors are stopping their reaction channels for a significant amount of reasons other than personal reasons of not just wanting to do reactions anymore. And I was like, hey, let me share this with my community and give you guys some insight on what obstacles reactors deal with and some tough choices that they decide to make and moving along in their career, whether or not to continue to do reactions. And hey, don't worry, I'm gonna still be doing reactions for quite a long time. I'm here with you all. So since I'm getting my feet wet a little bit more, getting more experience, growing this community with the help of you all, a lot more 10,000 plus supporters, I was like, hey, let me see what obstacles that I may have to deal with down the road. So let's check out his video.
Listen, man, let's just get straight into it. I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. You guys see the title, and also I'm sure as a lot of y'all have seen, my content as of recent has been very different from the typical music reactions and whatnot that I posted over the last 4 to 5 years. I have been doing daily vlogs, which have been a lot of fun, by the way, and a lot of y'all have been showing a lot of love. I appreciate it. Many more vlogs to come. But yeah, man, this video is not clickbait. I am no longer doing music reactions or reactions of any sort on this channel. Well, kind of. Let me explain. First things first, I want to get out of the way. Anyone who paid for reaction requests, all those videos will be fulfilled, so don't worry about that. But after all those videos are fulfilled, I will not be posting any more reactions to this channel. Now, I know a lot of y'all are not going to want to hear that, and I understand completely. I know a lot of y'all are also going to unsubscribe, and I just want to say I don't take that personally at all. I get it. I also want to say the support that you all have given me over the last 4 years and some change has been overwhelming. I am extremely grateful. You all have changed my life, and I don't take it for granted at all. That being said, this is a decision that I have come to. It did not happen overnight by any means. I have talked about this for a long time for those of you who have followed me closely. So let's get into it. Why am I stopping the music reactions? Like I said, there's many reasons. The biggest one being I am not valued on this platform as a creator doing the content that I've been doing. So I started YouTube back in 2019. YouTube was a completely different platform then. Right around that time is when we had lockdown, everyone was at home, reactions were huge, people were craving that nostalgia, I guess you could say. So I kind of got lucky there with the timing, and that lasted for about a year and a half, 2 years, I would say. Many other creators that I know personally also blew up during that time doing throwback reactions or even newer music reactions.
And during that time, that's when I was watching a lot of reaction. I was telling myself, I can do this. And I was pre-planning, calculating everything, and boom, here am I now, a few years later.
YouTube definitely pushed.
Always believe in yourself.
Those creators, including myself. Now, following that 2-year period, there was a drastic change in how YouTube viewed the reaction community and how we as creators were valued on this platform. One of the early signs of that was copyright. Now, I know a lot of y'all aren't familiar with the back end of YouTube and how that works, but I don't make money off of these videos I post. All my videos are copyrighted, meaning that all of the ad revenue from my videos, and you guys know if you click on my videos an ad will play, I don't get paid from that like any other YouTube creator would. All of that money goes to the record labels, not the artists.
I just want to let you all know that that is very true, that what he said. Majority of the videos that are copyrighted, a lot of that income goes to other people, unfortunately. / fortunately, if it goes to the artist that really deserves it and not the money hungry record labels that's taken away from the art, especially the legendary artists who've been in the industry for a long time, but may have bad contracts and stuff like that, whereas though they have to work and tour all the way up until they're 90 years old just to make a living. But yeah, majority of that isn't going to us,
the record labels. And I, over the course of my channel, have personally paid over 6 figures, over $100,000 to these record labels, UMG being the biggest one. And you know,
UMG, that's a very big one. That's why a lot of times I might avoid reacting to newer songs, because first and foremost, it's probably going to get blocked, let alone copyrighted. It's most likely get blocked. So it's very tough to react to modern day music and try to avoid the copyright. So a lot of you all might have questioned, hey, why did you put this filter on your video, or why do you got the raindrops on your video? I'm trying to avoid copyright so I won't have to dispute it and wait days or weeks to get a approval from someone to release the video. So just try to keep the content coming for you all. So that's why we have to go through all of these little tricks and obstacles just to get a video posted.
that definitely doesn't feel good. You know, these videos are not easy to produce, even if they look like it. I spent thousands of dollars on equipment just to be able to record these videos.
Editing and everything.
Let alone the software and editing tools, so on and so forth. So that definitely doesn't feel good to invest all this money in order to even make these videos and, you know, not see a dime from it. Now, obviously, I do make a living doing this, and there's, you know, other ways to finesse it. I've live streamed, I do the paid reaction requests, so on and so forth. But in terms of YouTube, I've generated lots of income on this platform, and I haven't seen a dime of it for the most part. But okay, cool. I've sacrificed that income for 4 years plus, and I've done so happily in exchange for the fact that I'm valued as a creator, at least in some light. Meaning that my videos are at least pushed. You know, I'm a YouTube partner. Me and YouTube are literally signed 50-50 partners. I give them half of my revenue in exchange for the fact that they push my videos, which they did for the first 2 years. They no longer do so. That is.
But even if you feel as though YouTube doesn't value you, look at the subscriber count. Those are people who are sitting in front of a device daily watching you. So you're valued that way by many people across the globe, which is still mind-blowing to me that I have supporters all over the world watching me, commenting, making suggestions, giving me feedback, even if it's quote-unquote bad. Like, you sat down and watched me. I'm just a regular dude, and yeah, you like, hey, keep going, I love your reactions, etc., etc. Those people value you. Never forget that.
It's been the case for a long time, and this is not just for me, this is for every other reaction creator, especially the ones that do the throwback reactions. Like I said, I personally know many of the creators in the reaction community, and I can tell you over the years, almost every person that I know that has done reactions has either quit the channel completely or stopped doing the reactions and pivoted content. A couple that come to mind are Jamel, aka Jamal. I'm sure a lot of y'all know him. If you go look at his channel right now, he just hit 1 million subscribers, not by doing music reactions. He completely pivoted and does, I don't know exactly what type of content you would classify it as, but it's definitely not music reactions. And he has voiced many times as to why he has stopped the song reactions, i.e. copyright, income, people not watching, videos being blocked, so on and so forth.
Yeah, and that could be so discouraging because you just think about how much time goes into it, how excited you are when you see the momentum going and growing and building. Then you eventually like, hey, I want to make, even if it's not a living, I want to make a significant amount of money on here because I'm still a human at the end of the day, and I still have needs that I want to take care of and experiences that I want to take part in, but I need money to do that. So once you realize like, hey, I'm working for this record label as well, and I'm kind of getting dicked over by them. That's what it basically can feel like.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was like, if I really can't react to the popular music and no one's really watching my other reactions, It's like, what am I even doing music reactions for? What do y'all think about that? It's like nobody's watching. What's the point?
D Chanel is another creator I know a lot of y'all are familiar with. She does not do music reactions unless it's on her Patreon, which is a paid monthly subscription. But on YouTube, she doesn't. She doesn't do song reactions. She'll react to other things, but nothing music related. And I could list off about 55 other creators that have big followings and have grown on YouTube in this space that have done the same thing. Now, beyond the income itself, beyond finances, which I know a lot of people are quick to say, well, it's not all about money. Well, no, but this is what I do for a living. You know, I do content for a living. I know a lot of you guys might not see it as a job or a career. You might look at it as a hobby, but you know, I spend upwards of 12 to 14 hours a day to put out the content I do. It's not just as simple as turning on a camera and filming. There's the editing, there's the exporting, the uploading, the thumbnails, hashtags, descriptions, all the stuff on the back end that you guys don't see. It is out.
Yeah, and especially when you do the film reactions, that is very, very time consuming. Not just sitting there watching an hour and a half to 2 hour to almost 3 hours of film for some of the older classic films, but you have to export it from your camera, from the software, put it in your program, edit it, send it off to another editor. If you want to make a shorter YouTube version, pay that editor, download it. That takes the downloads of a film reactions is super slow. You'll be sitting there for hours. So it's like, it's really a lot that goes on in the back end of doing stuff like this.
Hours and hours and hours of work just to get out the simple reactions that you guys enjoy. It's a lot of work. And that's not to mention copyright, which is the next biggest reason why I'm stopping the music reaction. So I mentioned to you guys how I don't make ad revenue on this channel. All the ad revenue goes to the labels. One of the other huge issues I've dealt with that started a couple years ago was videos getting blocked. It literally happened overnight. I used to be able to just upload videos to YouTube. They were fine. Yeah, I wouldn't make any money, but cool, it's okay. Then one day I go to upload videos, all of a sudden they're blocked, meaning they cannot be uploaded to YouTube. You guys cannot see them. And since that day, it has remained that way. It is the reason why I can't react to music videos. If I do, they have to be super tiny. It's the reason why I've had to lower the volume on the music. I have to cut it more, and I'm
Yeah, that's true about making a video clip smaller, because when I usually try to react to stuff and the picture was bigger than my camera, it will usually get blocked immediately. But when I make it smaller, it's kind of easier for me to avoid the copyright of the visual. And a lot of the times the main thing that gets copyrighted is the audio, so it's pretty tough.
Constantly having to re-upload and re-edit videos, which you guys don't see. You guys just see the finished product. But it is added hours and hours of work daily on top of the already hours and hours I spend on editing, filming, and uploading. So that was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. And like I said, this is nothing new. I've been dealing with this for years. But the fact is, I'm looking at it right now, my channel has accrued over 27 million views. 27 million views. I want you to think about how much that is. That is 27 million views of free promotion to all of these record labels and all of their artists. To put that in perspective, a Super Bowl ad that broadcasts to 100 million viewers, right? They charge, I think, $1 million every 15 seconds. So for a 30-second ad, you're looking at $2 million. So I have about a quarter of that viewership, and my average video is about 7 minutes long. So if you do the math on that, that's about $20 million worth of free advertisement, which I know might sound crazy and hyperbolous, but it's really not. Now, how do I know that? Because I've had countless independent record labels hit me up, countless artists who are signed to these record labels that copyright me. They hit me up and ask for promotion. Hey, will you promote my song? They know how valuable these reactions are. Without reactions or just social media as a whole, most of the artists today you would never have heard of.
Right, and that's the irony of it all. It's like these reaction channels are actually getting these artists the promotion that they need to really get that push. Like reactors are helping them make money. So it's like, why are you trying to be so aggressive towards the reactors? So it's kind of crazy.
It's just the facts. So yes, what I and other people in this community do is incredibly valuable. However, we are not valued on this platform as a creator, nor are we valued by the record labels that we are serving, and doing so for free. All that aside, financial reasons and so on, I also have been wanting to expand my content for the longest. It's only recently that I've actually been able to do that. I've had the means to do so. But yes, I want to be doing vlogs. I want to be traveling. I want to be going out and doing things, collabing with other creators, etc., etc. The sky is the limit. You know, I feel like I've been operating inside a box for the longest since I started this channel. You know, keep in mind, I've posted almost 4,000 music reactions.
Wow, that is a lot. Yeah, and back to the point of him not wanting to put himself in a box. If you go to my channel and look at the bio, it says a little bit of everything. So I'm letting people know in advance I will eventually be doing a little bit of everything, but this still is a reaction-based channel. So in the beginning, I've did a little audio engineering tutorials. I've did a vlog. I've even did a drink video. As you can see, I've done a film reaction. I'm going to regularly do those. Going to regularly do my cop and high speed chase reactions. I'm going to eventually get into gaming as well. So it's going to be a little bit of everything on this channel, not just for me, but to also keep you all entertained and bring you into the world of some stuff that I'm interested in or that I want to learn more, and hopefully you want to enjoy it with me. So yeah, nobody wants to be put in a box, especially when you're doing something for so long. It could become mundane. But yeah,
4,000. I think it's hard for you guys to fathom how big that number really is. I know even for myself it's hard to put that into perspective. The fact of the matter is I have put out a lot of content and I've loved it. It has been a blessing. It's been a journey. But as with anything you do in life and any career you're in, you have to ask yourself, what am I going to be doing 5 years from now, 10 years from now? I mean, hell, God willing, I'm going to be on this earth for 30, 40, maybe even 50 years. What am I going to do then? And obviously, you don't have to have all the answers right now. But I would like to have some sense of direction, some sense of stability. Right now, I don't have any of that. I'm on a platform that has made it abundantly clear they don't value the type of content I produce. This is what I do for a living. This is my career. That is already not a good place to be in. On top of that, this is definitely not the most stable of things to do for a living. Everything is very up and down. Some months are better than others. On top of that, I have been in a state of stagnancy for the last 2 to 3 years, meaning that there's no upward growth. My videos have not grown. If anything, my videos get less views now than they did, 4 years ago when I had a fraction of the amount of subscribers. So again,
yeah, I believe that to be true as well, because other reactors that I watch, I check out some of their older stuff and I check out some of their recent stuff. Even if they're uploading consistently, like the numbers can be significantly lower, and I'm just like, how something's not adding up. Like, their viewership is growing, but why is the view count significantly lower? So the algorithm, I guess, is no longer pushing a lot of those bigger channels.
I ask, what is my life going to look like 5 years from now? What is this channel going to look like 5 years from now? And the answer overwhelmingly is not good. If there even is this channel 5 years from now. And this is my baby. This is something that I have grown for years and years. I put my all into. I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. And I know a lot of you guys might not see it that way. Some of you guys might just see it as, oh, I'm still posting videos, so the channel's not dead. But, I look at my analytics and I look at the, amount of subscribers I get month per month, the amount of views I get month per month. And not everything is about views and subscribers, although to an extent it is, because that's how I get paid. But it's just about overall activity and overall sentiment. I stream every day. I live stream on TikTok. Go follow me on my TikTok, Jack Reacts 904.
Now I want to eventually also gonna eventually also do lives as well, so I can connect more with you all.
Or I live stream over there daily, and I get a lot of people that stop by the live streams that watched me on YouTube years ago. Literally every day I'll be live streaming on this app, and I'll get 15 to 20 different people come in saying, oh my gosh, I used to watch you years ago, I completely forgot about you, how are you doing, do you still make videos? And it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I still do reactions, I'm still doing the same thing that you used to watch years ago. But the reality is most people have moved on from my channel. You know, I have almost 90,000 subscribers. 90% of those 90,000 subscribers have moved on from my channel. So I'm really making this video to say I am no longer sitting back and just letting things happen. That's how I've operated for a long time now, is knowing that my channel is dying, knowing that I'm not valued on this app, knowing that this is not a sustainable source of income, knowing that there's not really a future here, but I'm just gonna keep doing the same thing anyways, hoping that maybe just something happens. Maybe the YouTube algorithm changes. Maybe YouTube will start saying, hey, we value reactors now. That is obviously a delusional way to look at things, and definitely not where my mindset should be in terms of my career and my life going forward. I shouldn't be waiting on things to happen. I should make it happen. So this is me for the first time in a long time making something happen. I'm obviously taking a huge risk here by doing the vlogs, by doing this content that I've wanted to do for the longest but haven't for various reasons. I'm taking a big financial cut. I'm taking a big hit to my audience. I've already had hundreds of people unsubscribe from the channel, and I'm sure I'll have hundreds more, if not thousands more, unsubscribe. But it is a risk that I have to take in order to progress. I don't know what's gonna happen going forward. I don't know what the channel is gonna look like 6 months from now, a year from now. As much as I know a lot of people aren't gonna like me making this decision, making this video itself, I know a lot of you all are really gonna like the content and are gonna support me through this change. So concluding this video, I wanna say this is not a sad video for me to make. It's actually a very happy video for me to make, and it's the most excited I've been really since the creation of this channel, when I first started it and things were
All right, you're gonna stop it right there. I could tell he was wrapping it up. But another thing too to point out in the significance of reaction channels, a lot of bigger artists and especially like the big independent artists are actually watch the videos and they react to the reactions. That is a very big thing in the community now. So these artists that's on the major labels, they hear like, hey, look, all these content creators checking out my music. So it's like the label needs to take notice of that. So yeah, hopefully everything works out great for everybody, especially the reactors, because yeah, you all have built communities for us, family for us, and yeah, want to keep everybody happy at the end of the day, especially yourself. So yeah, love you guys.